What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Girl You Know What podcast, season 5, episode 15. I am Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
And of course, we were having our little conversation before.
We always have to have a pre-powwow.
Yeah.
That probably could be part of the podcast, but
some things don't need to be on the podcast, but it is what it is. So how was your week? Well, you kind of told me that your week was a little, Yeah, we don't, I'm just saying, because I feel you.
Oh, help, Lord, help. Just
listen.
Oh, just help. That's all I can say.
That's
just
it.
Help, Lord.
So let me tell you about mine real quick. Work related. So they gave us they're doing a lot of construction and stuff at work, and they're doing a lot of testing and, doing the HVAC stuff. So they're doing a lot of stuff, at work, which I don't know why this wasn't all done while we were home for all those years. But anyway, So they gave us liberal telework. Now, you could have went into the office if you wanted to, but of course they're going to give us liberal telework. Everybody going to be at home,
Exactly.
Because we already work at home 3 days a week. But, we could be home. We didn't have to go in the 2 days that we have to go in. So now my days I go into the office are Wednesday and Thursday. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Thursday, I start having computer issues. And, it happens. The VPN goes down. You have internet issues. It could be, so things happen. So it was really intermittent. It was getting on my damn nerves. So I couldn't even take it. Normally I'll wait for it to fix itself, or I'll just contact my supervisor and be like, look, I'm having computer issues. I'm going to take an extended lunch, see, what happens or whatever. Or if it happens later on in the day, I'll turn on my hotspot, no biggie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So but it was so bad, I couldn't get anything done. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to take the rest of the day off. So this was about maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, I'm going to take the rest of the day off, get some stuff done, whatever. So Friday I log on, everything's fine, and I was having it was internet issues. It wasn't VPN related or nothing like that. It was actual internet, because the same thing was happening with stuff at home. So, my home stuff. Uh-huh. So Friday, everything's working fine, but Spectrum said they were still going to come out and check things because other people were complaining as well. So it wasn't just me.
Okay, right.
So to make a long story short, same thing started happening in the afternoon, whatever. So I told my supervisor, Spectrum's coming, everything's good right now, but it's starting to, glitch a little bit, whatever. So, but Spectrum's coming, so there may be some outages. So I'll probably end up, this is going on 1 o'clock. So I was like, I'll probably end up just taking the last 2 hours off. So she was like, that's fine, whatever. It was Friday, whatever. So the cable people, they do come. And they're looking and all this other stuff. And they come back to the house and they're like, okay, does anybody live in that house across the street from you?
Oh, Lord.
I said, no. I said, that lady, well, the house just got listed for sale because the lady in the house, her husband passed away maybe a year or two after my grandfather. So about maybe 7, 8 years ago. But then she ended up passing away on Christmas Day last year. So the house has been empty since last year. So come to find out, one of the neighbors next to her was not only stealing her electricity. Okay.
What?
Yeah, they were stealing her electricity. Just trifling. I was just like, there's a special place in hell. Well, let me see. She was still I remember she went into the hospital I think the week before Christmas, and she never came out. So I would say, so she was still living at home up until she passed.
Almost 11 months.
Almost, yeah. That was in December of last year.
Oh my God.
So not only that, so they're so creative and, all that stuff that not only were they trying to steal her electricity, but they did steal her electricity, but they messed up something like with the wires with the cable and the
Oh,
internet.
yeah.
So that's what was causing the problem. So they fix it or whatever. I don't know what happened to the people next door, but I haven't seen them. Probably because they ain't got no damn lights or nothing because they just got cut off. So I don't know what the cable company did. I'm sure they reported them.
In the words of my grandma, is they we the people?
Yeah.
Girl.
I mean, and the sad thing is, like that house. Now I know there's an older lady that lives there. Like a lot of my neighbors are older. They've been here forever, but
I don't have the words.
girl, I was too.
Oh,
I was just sitting,
yeah.
and I haven't even told my supervisor yet. I was like, wait till I tell her this tomorrow. But
Girl.
yeah,
An
so
entire year.
an entire year, and just slowly, like whatever they did, they did something with the
It was probably
internet.
eroding the wires.
Yeah, yeah. So it started like messing with people around. But yeah, so I was just like,
They probably was tapping into the internet.
probably so. Probably so. I would not be
They probably was
surprised.
in the box splitting the wires.
Just doing all sorts of stuff and in the darkness, honey. Just like I'm
Words of
like,
the rest. So we the people. We the people.
yeah, I'm just like, there's a special place in hell for you, not only just to do that, but
But
to
she was
steal a
an
dead
old
woman's
lady.
electricity, huh?
And she was a senior citizen.
Yeah,
You don't do that. And
right.
who knows? They could have been doing it while she was there.
Yeah,
But
that's what.
she was elderly, so she probably didn't have a clue.
Yeah, and she was so
They was probably
sick.
playing the good neighbor when her
hmm
husband passed away.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, oh, we'll look out for you.
Yeah, and the people
And
that,
they found an easy mark.
oh yeah, and look, the people that did it, they like the lady that lives there. Like I said, she's been there forever. She's elderly as well.
Hmm.
And I know her husband passed away years ago, probably when we were back in high school. I just remember.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she's had like other family members, like younger family members, come and live with her. So
They
I
the ones
don't.
probably did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't even know if she's still there because I never see her.
Oh, excuse me.
So I don't even know if she's still there, but I know there's like different people that come and live with her and stay with her or stay in that house. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. But yeah, so that's what happened there. So that was my end of the work week right there. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being the family manager.
Listen,
Thinking about putting my resignation in.
when
Because I just,
when can we do that?
does it ever really happen?
I mean, no, I don't think it does. And I think if you put your resignation in, they're just going to be like, oh, okay. And just,
They're
whatever.
all gonna just stand there
Yeah.
and just look.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna be standing there looking.
We're just going to be looking at each other.
And then we all just gonna be looking at each other.
Right. Like, okay, who's going to be the
Man,
first
that just
one?
increases the number of phone calls I get in a day.
Oh, gosh.
And I wanna quit the job.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't.
No. Unfortunately, you can't.
It's like a gang. Bleed in, bleed out. It's
That's
like a
exactly what it
gang.
is. That's exactly
Oh
what it
my
is.
God, a gang you didn't ask to join. They jumped you in and you didn't even know.
Now you see why I tell people I don't like people. And that includes family.
What is going Oh my gosh. I have had the worst. It was already I thought the week was going good. I
Mm-hmm.
had the absolute worst weekend that I've had in a very long time. And I was talking to somebody this morning about processing grief and processing emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have really been trying hard. I mean,
It's
what's
hard.
the point of going to therapy if you're not going to actually apply the tools?
Mm-hmm.
So I have really been trying hard to watch my triggers,
Girl.
and to watch the way I respond to the idiotic things that people do.
Mm.
And do you see how I'm talking very professionally?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the way that I try to conduct myself with
Yes.
idiots.
Yes. I get
And
it.
when I go into professional, I'm not Keisha anymore, Tia Keisha.
Right.
Um, it's gotten really bad. It has gotten really bad. And I'm thanking God that I have therapy tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I really kind of pride myself in therapy when I don't cry.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of laughs because I'm like, now I've started to run out of my therapy sessions. 30 minutes is all I can take.
That's it.
Used to take a full hour. I'm like, listen, I'm like a dump and run. What we used to say back in the day, in and out like a crack house. Like,
Okay.
look, I got to get in, put this stuff on the table, and I got to go
Yeah.
because that's how I control my cries. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be a crybaby for the rest of my life.
Right.
And I literally, somebody was just talking to me about losing a parent and losing their mother,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, of course, very empathetic because I said it is a fear that is always upon me.
Oh yeah.
The day that my grandmother leaves this earth, it
Mm-hmm.
is like a choke in my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I completely understand. I said, but um, we are a very transparent group here. You and I, we
Right.
kind of tell the truth about our lives, and I don't hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in college, and it's voting season, so I think this is an appropriate story. When I was in college, I was in love with a boy, and I got pregnant, and I had an abortion. And I want to tell you that abortion changed the course of my life,
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
changed the course of my life because I was depressed for 16 years.
Excuse me.
And when I say depressed for 16 years, I literally cried every time my child's birthday came up.
Mm.
And the last day that I cried about it, um, and I know this might seem kind of super spiritual, but just it's plain, I mean crying. Like I ain't talking about like, oh, them little quiet tears that be streaming down your face. I'm
Mm.
talking about like gutter, low, like crying.
Oh, that
Just
ugly cry. That's just yeah.
over cry, over cry.
Mm-hmm. Coming from the soul. Yeah.
So the last time I cried, I could just as plain as I can hear my own voice, like you could hear the Lord say, "This is going to kill you." Like
Mm.
because I was so deep in depression,
Mm.
and that's what I was telling the person. I said, "I do fear the day that I lose my grandmother, but
Mm.
what I remember is being depressed for 16 years, not having my child."
Mm-hmm.
And what I don't want to happen to my life is for me to be depressed for another 16 years.
Right.
I said, I don't think my grandmother would be happy about that. I know that's not what she would want from my life,
Mm-hmm. For
is
sure.
to live in a state of depression, even with the state that she's in now.
Mm-hmm.
I do my best, to stay positive.
Right.
Um, and I think I do a good job of hiding my actual emotions from people. Not that that's probably something I should be proud of, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I do a very good job of keeping a cover
Mm-hmm.
over a certain part of my
It's
life.
a defense mechanism, I think.
And I'm sure that people notice it here on this podcast. I I give a little. I don't always give it all, you
Mm.
know. Um I do a good job of that. I work hard to, and also I think too because of the society we live in. People just tell everything. My grandmother says that all the time. Y'all just tell your guts. Like I don't want. That's not me. That's not us. I don't think that's you either.
Mm-mm.
Like we weren't raised that way.
Right.
So I feel a responsibility to kind of hold it together. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we just joked about being a family manager. Like you have to hold it together.
Yeah.
So I don't think she would want me to live in that state. Um, I work very hard to hold it together. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the therapist, she laughs. I'm like, I made it the whole 30 minutes and I didn't cry. I'm like, no, it depends on why you're not crying. Like, do you have to cry and you're just holding it in? Like, like when she's like, well, what are you doing exactly? I'm like, girl, I got to go. Talk about next week.
Like we getting too deep. I gotta go. No tears
Girl,
today.
listen, I'm a therapist too. Don't play them tricks on me. I got to get out of
Exactly.
here.
Right.
I gotta go. You ain't about to put these trick bags on me. I'm getting out of here.
Listen.
But it's talking to the person and just thinking like, processing grief, dealing with traumatic incidents, just dealing with life. We are 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Go to therapy.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, go to therapy. You're too old not to be in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you go to therapy once a month.
Right.
I don't care if you go every quarter. If you think you don't need therapy, just go every quarter and see where you go from there. Make a commitment. In 2025, do y'all know what a quarter is? Go every 3 months, because I had to stop myself. Did you think they didn't know too? Because you laughing. You didn't think they knew.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself. Like, girl, people don't know what you're talking about.
Like you
if
might
you
want
look
to
at
specify.
a clock. See, we don't got real clocks no more.
Right.
If you look at a round clock, every quarter, that's why we say it's quarter after, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 quarters and $1. Like, now y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For every
There we
quarter.
go. Yeah, got to break it down.
So go every 3 months then. And just see how it changes your life. If you make a commitment in 2025 to go to therapy once every 3 months, watch how 2026 is better for you.
I agree.
Let's start planning ahead. Plan to live.
Mm-hmm.
Don't live to just exist.
Right.
Plan to live. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox now because I'm done.
Hey, that was a word though. I totally agree. Listen,
Yeah,
get
we need to
yourselves together.
get it together.
Yeah.
Because mental health is like, because what I was telling the person like about depression and being depressed for so long, I said, when I heard the spirit tell me, this is going to kill you, I said, see, we think about something killing us like we think suicide.
Mm-hmm.
We think stuff like that. I said, but when you don't deal with depression, it's eroding you from the inside.
Yes, a silent killer.
It's deteriorating your physical health.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking down your mind, your thoughts. It's killing you slowly from the inside. You don't have to take your life. We think somebody is depressed, excuse me, and we're always scared that they're going to take their own lives.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily. They're just going to erode to the point that they can't live.
Yeah.
They don't have the strength to physically get up. They don't have the strength to fight the negative thoughts that are in their head. That's what is really taking people out. Before people ever reach a level of taking their lives, a process has happened on the inside of them where they have become totally hopeless because depression or bipolar, I'm not going to say bipolar, I'm going to say depression has eroded their insides. So it's not always just, they're going to commit suicide if they're depressed. The deterioration is what's going to take them down.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm done for real. We got a whole topic. I don't even know how we got here.
But it's important though. It happens. That's what this show is about. It happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Need those. So somebody, even if it's just one person that's listening that, is going to go to therapy starting next year, or even if they're going to call somebody tomorrow, after the show's released, then
and we'll make this a clip.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go to therapy.
Yes.
Again, plan to live. Don't just live to exist.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay,
girl, now we got a real topic.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, y'all.
No. You're perfectly
y'all
fine.
Like, doctor, look, who asked you?
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Listen, my girl she's worked in the field, she's educated, and she got life experience. So she's going to go there. That's it.
Let me cover back up. Like I said, I like to cover. Let me cover back up. I don't really like to live out loud and let people know. So we have an actual topic.
Yes.
So a woman took to social media because, as you know, it is Black college royalty season, as I like to call it.
That's what it is.
HBCU homecoming season. And so she was an alumni. I don't think she ever said her university.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but I couldn't.
So she and I wanted to, and it's really caught my attention because it's something that I discuss here. And I bring it up a lot, but I felt refreshed to hear a woman of a seasoned age
Mm-hmm.
speak up and say something. Excuse me. So basically, she said that the title says HBCU outfits, homecoming outfits have gone too far. And but I don't think that was her main focus. But what her speech was about was encouraging young women that you are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are degrading ourselves by the way we carry ourselves in public. And me and Ronnie talk about this. And I really think, and I hope I see this as a trend in 2025 too on podcasts. Men need to start addressing men, and women need to start addressing women.
Yes.
Let's turn the corner on some of the podcasts where women are on podcasts bashing men, or we're trying to talk about relationships all the time and how do I get him to like me, or what is it that men like. We've got to turn a corner on that, and we need to huddle around each other, and let's assess from the inside first. I would love to see men addressing men, because we see a lot of podcasts where men are addressing women. I can't stand the way these women do this and these women that. She got this many kids. She don't deserve a husband. She don't deserve a high value man. Let's turn away from all that.
Mm-hmm.
Grab some of your homeboys by the hand and talk to him about the way he disrespect women.
Yes.
Talk to him about the fact he has a mediocre job and he expects a woman to love him and cherish him and cook him 3 meals a day and be in the house, go to work and then come home and be cleaning and doing everything in the house. But he doesn't have enough money to barely provide for himself. That's a real thing.
It is.
Like that needs to be addressed. Encourage your homeboys to go after the higher positions that pay more money. Get out of these entry level positions that's for these younger guys. Come on, you 45, you 50. It's time to press yourself forward.
Yes.
Push forward. Go for the supervisor position. Stop being scared. Instead of sitting around telling a woman what she should and shouldn't do. So as I read this, like I said, I was happy to hear it, happy to see it, because as she said, y'all are beautiful from the front.
Mm-hmm.
Why every pose it got to be you poking your ass to the camera? You are gorgeous from the front. She said you are not a horse.
Oh, baby.
You're not a donkey. And she brought up something that makes most Black people very uncomfortable. The talented 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought that up and said, you are at a university. Like this is a higher level of education.
Right.
What exactly are you here doing? Basically, she want to know why it's hood rats in.
That's basically. I was getting ready to say. Yeah, that's basically what she was.
What are
asking.
y'all doing here if you're not really here to better yourselves? But didn't I say this a few episodes back? What happened to physicians, therapists, doctors, lawyers? What happened to those positions being respectable positions, and the women who hold those positions carrying themselves and dressing in respectful ways?
Yep.
Like what happened to that?
Right.
I don't understand how you could have, and those are considered like some of the best jobs to have in the country.
Yeah.
If you are a doctor, if you are a psychiatrist or a psychologist, if you are, a nurse practitioner, like if you have these good positions, high paying positions, but you're still on the internet shaking your ass. And y'all gonna have to make this make sense to me. You at the cream of the crop. It don't make no sense. I don't get it.
I don't either. And the thing too is like not only just those, like if you're going into those professions or whatever, but as this woman really was focusing on, Okay, yeah, this may be the only time I come to the university, maybe one or two times a year, but homecoming definitely. And this is not what this is about,
Right.
So I think that, like, because, I've been to Hampton's homecomings, like I've been to probably about five or six of them.
Mm-hmm.
And, every time I go, you can tell the generation gaps, of course.
Right, right.
Because you can tell our generation from previous generations, just like how they
Mm-hmm.
carry themselves, stuff like that. But now it's like you're at these colleges, you're getting this higher education, and these are, regardless, prestigious institutions. I don't care what anybody
Yes.
says.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. And because, some people still question that. But anyway, yeah. And, you're okay. If you're going to the club, do what you do, because I know we did. If
Mm-hmm.
you're off campus going to a club, that's on you. But when you're on campus, regardless, you're representing that university or that college.
Mm-hmm.
You're a representative of that, even if you're a visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Your
And
girlfriends could
first
be
of all,
coming
it's not
down.
you go there. So
Yeah,
the homecoming is for the alumni.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
you
that's what it's
really
about.
shouldn't be out there acting like that anyway.
Hmm.
Because it's for the old heads.
Yeah, that's what a homecoming is.
Yeah. So I mean, it really has become disturbing
Hmm.
and a little heartbreaking for me. It's a little heartbreaking because to me it just really proves, and I've said this and I know I sound like a broken record. Society would have you to believe that you're secure by the less clothes you have on.
Oh yeah.
That is a trick and it is not true.
And
The
fall right
more
into
naked
it.
you are, the more insecure you are.
Hmm.
Because sometimes you have to ask yourself, see, but what they have told you is, oh, you're doing because I want to, because it's cute.
I got this
Never has
body.
it been cute to just serve your body up to every single person you walk by on the street.
Thank you.
Because that to me shows that you hold no value in yourself.
Hmm.
Your body is the most precious thing. Your mind is precious as well. I'm not saying that, but your body is precious. And it really just proves to me that you don't see any worth in yourself.
And that's sad.
And that is the part that's heartbreaking to me.
Hmm.
I mean, these are young girls, 18, 19, 17. My child's 17. Her
Yeah.
roommate's 17.
Hmm.
These are young girls, educated girls
Yeah. It's
who
like
are
y'all
just,
know
and
better.
too, but we don't hold stock in education anymore,
Mm-mm.
honestly. Everything is about how much something pays you. Because
Yeah.
how many girls do we know right now who have an education, who have a higher education degree, and they like bottle girls
Hmm.
because they see the money?
Yep.
Forget the fact that you got a whole elementary education degree and we need teachers.
Right.
You have been enticed by the money that a bottle girl makes. So you like, I don't want to be no teacher.
Yes, I'm gonna go make this quick money because that's
Do
all it
you
is.
understand how bad we need black teachers?
Hmm.
It's like nobody has a passion for helping anymore.
Oh
Everybody
no.
just wants some money.
Yeah, they just want money, and that's
And I'm
proven.
not saying that you don't need money to live, don't get me wrong.
No.
But at some point, your life has to have more purpose than the dollar.
And just like, hey, I'm gonna say this. I tell people this all the time. We had discussed money. My grandfather always told me, and he loved money. He was a
Mhm.
money man. He made a
Yeah,
lot of money throughout his life, but he would tell me, all money ain't good money.
that's it.
He would always tell me that.
Hmm. Yeah, and because you basically listen. I don't know what name I'm gonna give a bottle girl, but I will never forget when we was in high school and everybody was trying to figure out what we was gonna do, where we was gonna go, and Tisa told Mama,
Uh-oh.
Tisa told Mama that she was gonna be a flight attendant, a stewardess,
Uh-huh.
and Mama told her, "Girl, that ain't nothing but a waitress in the sky."
Basically.
Tisa, I will never forget that. As long as I live. And God respect all flight attendants. But when
Yeah.
Mama said that she had enough, she told her, girl, that ain't nothing but a waitress in this. Girl.
Oh.
Whew.
Oh, God bless both of them. Oh my
God bless
goodness.
my friend. So I love
Yeah.
her. Oh God, I love
Oh,
Tisa.
miss Tisa so much. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God, I miss her.
Oh, that
Mama
is
said,
funny.
boy,
You never told
girl.
me that before. That is
Hey, that was
funny.
funny. Because, we was all like, okay, well, we're going to go to school. Lewis was going to Cincinnati. I
Mm-hmm.
think Kamal went to a JUCO.
Yep.
I think Jinx went to a JUCO. Everybody went somewhere.
Yeah.
I think you went to Ohio State or Columbus
I
State.
started at Columbus State. Yeah.
I think Michael Aaron went to Ohio State,
Yep.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
I told somebody that. I said, it's weird to me today to see kids graduate from high school and go nowhere.
Yeah.
I said, all of my friends graduated high school and went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about that sometimes?
That's true. And
Have you ever stopped and thought about that? Like, we all
yeah.
went to school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you went to community college.
It didn't
I don't
matter.
care, like I said, if you went to, I don't care where you went. The
Mm-hmm.
people who left there, they went to school.
Went to school somewhere.
And now kids is graduating with like 3.0s,
Mm-hmm.
getting high, smoking weed at the house.
Yep.
That's insanity. Because we have allowed kids to be convinced that getting an education is not important.
No.
So they rather get high and go work at McDonald's because they pay $18.
Yep. It's all about that. It's all about what money you can. It's not about what you can get out of life. Because I will say, even though college was, jammed down our throats, like you have to get an education, you have to get an education. That's why so many of us went. But it wasn't only that, it was about getting the life experience from, from college, being away, or, just being on your own, getting away from, people that you were used to, like
And I
experiencing
think we
life.
don't think about this either. You needed to go to college because technically everybody wasn't mature enough to take care of themselves.
Oh, I know I
You
wasn't.
needed that. That was like our gap year. People
Hmm.
say, oh, they take a gap year to like travel and do this and do that. That was our gap time before we actually became real adults.
And that's why I started at Columbus State, because I was like, oh, I'm not ready to go away. It's just like
Yeah.
it hit me. I applied to Columbus, but I didn't even apply to Columbus State until like, I think it was like maybe it was during the summer. It was after we graduated. I didn't even think about
Mhm.
Columbus State. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, well, because I was just saying I'm nervous, I'm not ready to leave, everything like that. She was like, well, she was like, get some classes, get some credits. And she was like, just take some classes at Columbus State and, do what you got to do. And I'm
Right.
glad I did that. Then I was
Right.
able to
Mhm.
transfer because, it's just like I knew I wasn't mature enough and I knew I wasn't ready.
Mhm.
Regardless of how
Yeah,
good
you
I did in
need
high
that.
school, it doesn't
Yes,
matter.
you need that sheltering. And that's the
Hmm.
one thing you can say about going to Central. You needed that, and you built a community of friends.
Yeah.
You built that another family.
Hmm.
Of people who you could have, support you could have, connections you could make moving forward.
Yeah.
Now you have lifelong friends from a simple 4 years.
That experienced the same thing you did. Y'all have something in
Yeah.
common, regardless of what you may have
Yes.
majored in. What you're like you were talking about the young man. Well, he ain't a young man. We ain't young, but the gentleman that you went to school with or I don't know if you said you went to school with him. Yeah, you said he went to HBCU, but anyway, that was y'all were having a disagreement. Now y'all love each
Oh
other
yeah,
again.
yeah. He went to school with me.
Okay.
Yep.
But even though he has different viewpoints and things like that, y'all still experience something together.
And I still love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told
Yeah.
him, and then when he was mad, I would be sending him messages like, "You gonna be my friend again?"
Because y'all have that bond. Yeah,
Yes.
regardless
Nothing can break that bond from the
Yeah.
yard. Nothing.
No, definitely
Like
not.
that's literally the slogan of Central State. Like life on the yard is priceless.
Hmm.
Nothing can break the bond from the yard.
Right.
Like it can't. And I told him like, "You're gonna be my friend again." He was like, I know. Like, I know you know. I love
Yeah.
you. Stop acting like that.
Right. And
We just
that
have
just
but
shows.
perceive the thing that perceive what people are used to, you're used to disagreeing with people
Mm-hmm.
and it being like this thing or like I'm not that person. I know that my personality comes off very like boisterous and very like aggressive maybe to some people.
Right.
But I'm completely the opposite of what you think.
Mm-hmm.
If you think we're about to get in a disagreement and I'm about to be hollering
Listen,
or I'm
ain't,
about
mm-mm.
I'm completely the opposite of what you think.
Yeah, I've never been that girl. I'm just like, mm-mm.
I'm very calm
Mm-hmm.
and we can have a disagreement and it's one of the things that bugs Ronnie about me. He will be pissed and I will be like, hey, so what we gonna eat for dinner?
Right. That's it.
And then that might be a little bit of the Aquarius in me too. I don't care.
No.
If you go learn one thing about an Aquarius, we don't give no fuck.
None. Same with
Nothing is
Sagittarius.
going to move our emotions in that
Mm-mm.
way.
Mm-mm. Just
And
like,
if you think you got me, like if you think you could even upset me,
yeah, I was just getting ready to
but
go there.
you will never know it.
You will never know because I'm gonna be like, so what we doing today?
I will pay you dust. Like I'm telling you, I deal with it on my own terms.
Yeah.
But if you think my mama hates it too. My mama hates it. She'd be mad. And I'll be like, you have a blessed day.
Yeah.
People hate that
They
about me,
hate
and that's okay.
it is what it is.
That's okay. But that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing you will never do is you will never know that you got one over
Oh
on me.
no. Mm-mm.
Because that now I know that's an internal thing. I'm gonna get 10 over on you.
Before you
Don't
even
ever think.
think that you got one over
Don't you
'em.
ever think. If you ever think you meant a thing to me, I already deleted the threads.
That's it.
It's over. Like that video, I don't know if I shared it, but the girl was like, it was talking about Aquarius, and it said, "Have you ever just been with somebody and you be in love with them? Like you just, this is my person. I love them, da da da." And then one day you just be like, "I don't like you no more.
Yeah.
I don't like you no more.
Mm,
I don't like the way you think. I don't like the way you talk.
yeah.
And I don't want to be here no more. And I want to leave."
Yeah. And then I don't have to ever
That
talk
is
to you again.
that is the life of being in Aquarius. Like
That's
I don't
it.
care. I don't care. Like I'll be sometimes I do it and I'll be like, God, what is that? Do I need more therapy? I really have to ask sometimes. Like,
Girl, that's
should
just
I
who
talk
we
to the therapist
are.
about that?
That's why
Like,
listen, they say they basically like what Aquarius, I'm trying to go in order. Aquarius, Aries and Sagittarius are basically the same person pretty much, just with very
like,
little variances. That's it.
I don't care.
Because
I
it's
just
like I don't
tell
give
you.
a shit. I don't care. It's like and people be like, "Oh yeah, you do." Mm-mm. Try
If
me.
you think I do, just swallow your pride and say,
That's
she don't
it.
even care about me. I don't.
I don't know.
I
Mm-mm.
don't because but also it has a biblical context for me because
Mm-hmm.
my mind says this. Like if people how people come in and out your life and they leave and they come and go.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave my life, God got something better for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you do your thing, Lord.
Yeah. Like you good. Like
Do your
you
thing.
ain't gotta explain nothing to me. Bye.
I already feel it getting a little itchy, and I'm gonna get you out. Because let me tell you what I'm gonna do.
Not
I'm gonna pray
itchy.
that prayer and say, Lord, get them out. Lord,
Yeah.
whoever it is, get them away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them around. And then, whew, they be
They
gone.
be gone. That's it.
I'm gonna pray you away
Yeah, I mean, basically,
in
yeah.
2 seconds. If you get to making me feel uneasy, I'm gonna be like, God, what's that little feeling? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pray.
Like I'm gonna know. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out
Now
something.
that's when I'm gonna shed the tears. You will never know. But if I got to get you out of my life and pray you away, that's when I'm gonna shed the tears. Because
Oh
I have
yeah.
a genuine love for people
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta stop that.
It
I gotta
yeah.
stop that because I just think, I'm what did my friend she says, you've never met a stranger.
Mm-hmm. I will say that about you. Yes.
She said, you've never met a stranger. Like, I love people. When I be telling
Mm-hmm.
people like I love you, I genuinely mean it. If
Mm-hmm.
y'all be putting up there, pray for me, I genuinely be praying for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean it. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got a little bitty confession. I've been paying Facebook like dust.
Oh, me too.
I've been like, so when we do our virtual workouts in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
we log in through Facebook.
Oh,
That's the only
okay.
thing. I keep my messenger open, but
Yeah.
I keep that open like on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I quit even when you share stuff from Instagram and it asks you, "Do you want to share this on your Facebook page?" No, I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. No.
Yeah, every
Mm-mm.
now and then I will, because some things are just for Instagram. Some, like, and
Mhm.
I'll go through my timeline, and but like mainly like my algorithm is so the bomb right now on Facebook. Like it's just like rap videos, because
Oh,
that's all I've
I'm telling
been
you, I get past
following.
the first two. The first two. The second one is always that R&B group, like the
Yeah.
little R&B group that we in.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it don't be nothing.
Hmm.
I don't want to. I don't want to no more. It just
No.
I'm tired of hearing about y'all baby daddy.
Oh, girl.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just stop, just start sharing hip hop videos and R&B videos, or those little posts and stuff that they
Yeah,
do.
that's what I need to do. I need to
Yeah, because then
change
that'll
my
just
algorithm.
yeah, because it really, because I'll be like, oh, that's why I share so much shit, because that's what's on my timeline.
Uh-huh.
I just be like, then once I come across something, I'm like Ellie the elephant from the New York Liberty, and I'm just sitting there looking at y'all just being a fool, sitting on the sideline. Girl, that she blesses me. I need to know who is in that costume, because it's either it's they're black. I don't give a shit what nobody
Oh,
says.
they probably are. They
And I'm
probably are.
thinking it's either a black man. I'm thinking more black man, but it could be a black woman. But I'm thinking more it's a black gay man that just is living his best life right now.
I need to look it up, look her up.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
sure
follow
that
her
she can
on
probably get an
TikTok.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh,
TikTok or
TikTok.
Instagram, either one. And I mean, and it's just like, just the dance, like, I mean, because dances her ass off, but when she's dancing for the crowd and it's just, I mean, and then
Oh
the
yeah, it's
person who
probably
does
a
the
black gay man.
voiceover, yeah, the person who does the voiceover is hilarious. That's what really gets me. But
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it.
yeah, but that's just how I approach things from now on. I'm just like, I'm just looking at y'all, just like, okay, you still talking about this? Okay. And some of y'all are funny, like I would, like if I come across some posts, some of y'all are funny, and I may give it a little kiki or something like that. But majority of the time, those of y'all that are drama filled, y'all are at the bottom, and I don't even make it that far. So,
How do I ain't,
all
because
right,
I
we're
just said
moving
it enough.
on.
I just said it enough. I ain't gonna say it no.
We're moving on.
I just said it enough, Lord.
Oh, let's talk about lawsuits real quick before we get up out of
Ooh,
here. So, Trump, I mean,
girl,
she is mad, mad, honey. I mean, she said Kamala was a shit vice president. Is pissed.
like
But she's had a very bad week. Trump
that's
has
all
had
I
a
got
bad
right there.
week. So, and this is a good win for black folks against Trump, because for one, the Central Park Five have sued Donald Trump.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because he's still, basically
I
talking
think he
like,
spoke about them at a campaign rally, and
yeah,
they suing him for defamation of character.
mm-hmm, yep.
Hmm.
So they're suing
I
him,
mean,
and
sir, let that go.
let it
Girl, he
go.
started to be trying to make a what did it say? Making a point to it said Arab community and Islam. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's like it said Islam.
Something like that, probably. So yeah,
Wow.
it's just
Trying to get
ridiculous.
people to vote for him, or it might have said Muslims. I think he said
Mm-hmm.
Arabs and Muslim community to cast their vote for him. I said, babe, I laughed for about 10 minutes. I said, this is right here. It is the nerve
The
of a
nerve.
rich white man. He got the nerve of a rich white man
That's
and the
it.
competence of a first grader.
That's it.
Because how would you have the audacity to ask these people to vote for
Well, I mean, the
you?
same way that, but a lot of them do support him, unfortunately. But the Mexicans, the way that you have still talked about
Oh yeah.
Mexicans,
Hmm.
so it's just nothing surprises me.
We just have a conundrum in a religious community,
Mm-hmm.
um, all religious communities, honestly, where we have to decide what is more important.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Bible talks about people having free will.
Yeah.
So I don't think when it comes to free will issues like abortion and if you want to decide to be transgender, I don't feel like those things should make us vote for him. I
Right.
don't feel like that's acceptable.
Right.
I feel like the way you treat the poor,
Mm-hmm.
the way you treat the The Bible says the way you treat the least of these, you have done it also unto me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that is a bigger issue for me as a Christian
Right.
than trying to go into people's bedrooms and personal lives
Right.
for what we feel as Christian standards should be upheld.
Mm.
I really feel like the way that the totality of people are treated, not the personal decisions of a group of people.
Yeah.
Because those things, deciding if you want to be transgender, um, like those are gay marriage, those are personal decisions. You can do
Mm-hmm.
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Again, the
But
Bible says we got free will to choose.
right, but I'm glad you said that, because that's what happens when one you don't really know religion, you don't really know Bible, and two, you pick and choose what you want
Yeah,
to. So that's where that disconnect comes from, and why people do say,
because all they hear is abortion. See,
mm-hmm,
that
yep,
is the blanket issue that most, and I don't want to say Christians, most Latinos are Catholic.
mm-hmm,
And that is the blanket issue that the Catholic Church, why he feels like he deserves the support of the Catholic Church,
right,
because he doesn't support abortion.
mm-hmm,
He doesn't support IVF. Those are things that the Catholic Church is also against.
right,
Well, I think now the new Pope said he supports IVF.
mm-hmm, yeah, he did, yeah,
So, you know, I get that it should be important based on your religion, but that's based on your personal religious choices.
right,
What we're talking about is how you treat poor people, how you treat the least of society.
mm-hmm,
That's a bigger issue for, I feel like, for us as Christians, and it's a bigger issue in the Bible.
yeah,
Jesus mentions, and it is written in the book so many times, how you treat the poor, how you should treat the poor. So to see, quote unquote Christians be okay with his behavior, I just, but that's some
yeah.
evangelicals, honey. Them are distant cousins from
That's
our
something different. Yeah,
the daddy side, honey.
yeah.
They on something else.
Yeah, they on, never mind.
That's real demon time. While y'all
Yeah,
kids be out here talking about we on demon time, no, them evangelicals is on demon
that's
time. That's
it.
what that is.
Yeah. Ooh. So, and he also, well, not him, but it's because of him, basically, even though this other fool, makes his own choices, but we know why he made these choices. But two Georgia poll workers, both black women, who were singled out
I
about,
saw that.
yeah, they won Rudy
But
Giuliani's
they won that what, a year ago, 2 years ago? When did they win that lawsuit against him? But he been holding out on paying
Yeah,
them.
so they won the lawsuit already, but
Mhm.
like you said, they were holding out payment. So I guess somehow they got his New York City penthouse. So yeah, so I mean, like, either you
Yeah, I
gotta,
saw that the judge ordered for him to turn all his assets over.
yeah,
Whatever you got, you owe a judgment. You got to give it up.
got to give it up. But but when you've been so used to being crooked all these years, and just doing whatever you wanted to do and getting away with it, and I mean, it's just like Trump. It's just like a whole bunch of petulant children. It's
Yep.
just like, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do what you tell me to do. Whatever. And then you're rich and
Mhm.
white, psh, and male. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. So,
Mhm.
child,
And
but
that's how he feels.
yeah, and it's really crazy. So, whew, but
Yep,
yeah,
that's exactly how he feels, and and to me, he'll listen. He ain't trying to make no excuses for it. He don't care what
mm-mm,
people think.
no, don't give a damn. Because if they say something about him, like I heard, he's talking about General Kelly, because General Kelly came out and spoke, about, against him, and that he will be a dictator and everything this term, and how things that he said, and everybody, other people have been saying, as we mentioned that last week, about the things that he says behind the scenes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But, he's calling everybody slow learning and
What I said to him?
incompetent, and incompetent, and all these things, but you
He
speak
just
out of
called somebody what?
incompetent.
I literally just heard him reading on a commercial locally for Bernie Moreno, and he said fighting against the Migrants. I said, I stopped in the middle of what I was doing and said, wait a minute.
The who?
Did he struggle with the word migrants?
He did. He did, because I heard it too.
So he can't read? Like, what's happening
He
here?
can't read. No, he can't.
And you call somebody slow learning?
Child, it's
We
just,
hope y'all enjoyed the show because I'm done now.
that's
'Cause
it. I told you, that's
y'all
it.
know, honey child, stop now. That's enough.
Yeah. It's just, who
When he said fight against the migrants, I was like, I wish you could have seen my face. I stopped like, wait a minute. Did he struggle with the word migrants?
He did.
Child.
Because he's used to saying it, but he ain't used to reading it, honey. So, that's a different thing. When you got to sound out them words, them big words, you don't. Child, that man.
Wait a minute. Because he used to say it. He used to say it, but he's not used to reading.
Girl, that's just like my 7-year-old nephew. He's been saying, actually, that has been his word for the past not 5 years, Lord have mercy, since he was probably about 5 years old. So for about the past couple years, I'm sure even at 7 years old, he doesn't know how to spell actually, but he says it like a pro because that is his word. That's the same thing.
Child, show him actually in the book, he wouldn't know what it was.
Not at all.
Oh my Lord.
Listen, it's the same thing.
He used to saying it, but he not used to reading.
Girl, that's it.
I ain't got no business laughing at this man's inability to read. I'm sorry, Lord.
Especially when with the oh gosh, it's bad. But anyway, so girl, these people.
He's
78.
Oh my God.
Now who's the old man?
You can't be 80 struggling with the words.
Listen.
Go on. See, that's why you need to lay down somewhere.
Yeah.
He said the migrants. What? Migrants? Migrants? Is that what you said?
Girl.
Did you just sound out that word on national TV?
Girl, and then how do you mess up syllables?
Poor child. He said migrants.
Listen.
Oh, he's talking about wiped me out. And I think I heard it this morning.
Oh, yeah, they play it multiple times a day. So,
because you know, my TV, as we know, I live on mute. I don't touch TV up ever.
Girl.
So I think I was like cooking this morning and I had the TV turned up. I was like, these ain't migrants? Girl, that just wiped me out. Because, my friend, she a principal. She swear he got a 2nd grade reading education.
Oh, I can pretty much guarantee
he got all the certificates.
All of
Intervention specialist, highly trained to read and literacy. Like, she got all the certificates. She said he don't read past a 2nd grade education. She stands on that.
Oh, yeah. And that's what it is. And she knows. So.
And she knows she got the certifications to prove her knowledge. So.
Yes. So we don't want to hear y'all say nothing.
We keep pieces of paper over this way to back up everything we say.
We got the receipts.
We got all the receipts we need over here. If we say it, it's law.
Right.
Because they certified us to say it.
Okay.
They put a piece of paper with our name on it for us to say it.
Baby.
So, you know what we talking about.
Woo, child.
Girl, migrants. That's why we going to end this.
That's how we're going to end it right there.
That's Jesus. Okay. Well, we hope that you all enjoyed this installment of Girl You Know What. As always, you can reach us on Instagram at girl_you-know-what, at Danny B Speaks. And, I got to get this back flowing again.
I know. It's all
Do
good.
I be telling mines? Do I say mines? Do I say
you say no, you said it last week, but you didn't say it yet, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to stay under the cover. Okay, so that's all for now. And we will see you next week. We hope that something was said to uplift your spirits. And remember what I said. Plan to live. Don't just be living to exist.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.